Hi again, Ali from West Spray Ellis. Just going to be doing a small video regarding some of these HVLP or pot cup sprayers, mainly the Wagner or Titan. A lot of these sprayers come into my workshop where they were working and all of a sudden they've stopped working, and I'm just going to go through real basics of what to check to make sure that they do work, and most of the time it's really simple. So these two are exactly the same. Obviously that's the fine finish and that's the standard sprays, and this is off a Titan cap. Well, this is a Titan Capspray. Now I'm just going to go through the basics of them all, and other than this one, these two are exactly, as I mentioned, these two are exactly the same, but this one's got only a slight difference, but I'll go through them all individually. So the first thing you check, so this is when it's either spraying in a spatter mode or it's not spraying at all. So first thing you do is this little hose on the side, pull it out, and what you want to do is you want to look at that inspection port there, and that should be clear. If it isn't, just a matter of grabbing something, poking it through and clearing it out. Just to be sure that it is clear, you can just take the front cap off and you should be able to see right through to the other side. You see this one's a real mess. And okay, so you can see that my what do they call these things? I'll work it out in a minute, but this is all coming through, so that's clear. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to go down to the bottom of this suction tube, of this air tube, sorry, and we're going to twist it out. Should be a lot easier than what it is in my hand right now. Okay, now just be careful when you're pulling this out, because it does have this purple silicone nipple, and this is vital for it in order for it to work again the next time we want to use it. So I'll just put that aside for a second. Now I want to make sure that here this is clean. Now you can see this machine isn't clean, so this is probably the this pot isn't clean, so it's probably the perfect one. So we want to make sure that this is all clean. That way we know that the nipple is able to seal up against it while it's going up and down and holding in the air pressure. Next is right down there, and you can see this is really poor. So that hole there needs to be open, and you can just use some basic solvent or methylated spirits or mineral terps or whatever the product is, whatever that normal cleaner is, and you can just clean that out. Now if these three haven't solved it, there's only one more thing it can be, and I'll show you how to access that. So turn it upside down and pull this suction off. Okay, this machine's really dirty. Now what we're looking for is, I'll just take this seal off as well. There's a hole over here on the side, and you can just see that. Now that's the hole that lets the air come through from the top of the cup, from the top of the sprayer, sorry, pushes the air down and then forces the paint up. If this hole here is blocked, just got to get back into focus. If that hole there is blocked, nothing will happen. So that's the other thing to go through and check. Make sure it's blocked. You can see it through from the other side. I'll just grab something a little bit smaller and show you that it's poking through. So I'm just going to use a bit of wire for this, and you can see the wire coming through the other end, and that's what we want. That ensures that air is able to pass through. Extremely important when you finish with these pot sprayers, that you do clean them thoroughly. This will only cause trouble next time. I mean, fortunately it hasn't fully dried up because it was airtight, but this really does need to be cleaned out.